Hello, and welcome to Silicon Valley Girls Chat Over Tea. I'm Gloria.
And I'm Rosetta.
And thank you so much for joining us. And we always like to set the tones of our chats. So please join us in the spirit of kindness, love, compassion, gratitude. If we can all live in that space, that environment, our world collectively will be a much better place.
Yes, it will.
Yes.
All right, everyone. So excited for today's chat. Thank you for tuning in again. And we hope that you like our videos, because if you do, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel. We always say that every week, and we'll remind you every week, so that if you haven't, you will hit that bell notification, so that as soon as the chats are ready to be viewed, you'll be notified.
Yes.
All right. Let's see. Today's tea is, oh, yes. I was not paying attention, but it's our good one.
It just smells amazing.
Good earth, sweet and spicy organic tea. And we love this because it has a cinnamony taste.
Yes.
And it's used to be served at the Good Earth restaurant in Silicon Valley. If you are from Silicon Valley, let us know in the comments if you remember Good Earth restaurants.
Yes.
So we love this one, and it's always a good go-to.
And the ingredients.
Oh, we forgot about I'm just all excited.
She's so excited to get into it. So you keep going. So the ingredients are organic rooibos, organic cinnamon, organic chicory root, organic rosehip, organic lemongrass, natural flavors, organic chamomile, organic castor oil, organic peppermint, organic orange oil, organic ginger root, organic honeybush, and organic orange peel.
Well, then why do they need to put natural flavors in there then?
I know, they got all this wonderful stuff.
We don't need the natural flavors.
No.
This is more than all the ingredients in itself suffices.
And another reason that we love
I
this one, I know she's on a different plane. So another reason that we like this is it gives us little messages. So it says, for the concert of life, no one receives a program. I love that.
Oh, nice.
I love that.
That is nice.
Yes.
I love that.
That means we are all on our little individual paths. There's no roadmap. There's no, you have to go here, you have to do this, you have to be this, you have to be that. Everyone has their own path. Remember that.
Yes, they do. Yep. And my one says, every now and then, bite off more than you can chew.
I love that.
And it's by a person named Kobe Yamada.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So I don't know who that is, but
and mine was a Dutch proverb.
A Dutch what?
Proverb.
Oh, a Dutch okay.
Yes.
All right.
All right. So we've
waiting for this. Very good.
It smells amazing.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. It just feels so much like just cozy blanket wrapped up all in one.
Yes. And even though, we're still experiencing a heat wave, it still feels really
because
good.
the room is air conditioned.
Yes.
So it's okay. We're not like sweating away like we were many days in a row. So this is perfect.
I love it. So let's get started. Our thoughts and prayers, as always, go out to the universe. There's a whole lot going on in our universe right now. And we have got to stress compassion and love. We have to take people on our journey with us. We are kind, loving, conscious women, and we want to have an environment that will embrace our children. As you know, our central focus this year is on our kids, making sure that they have the tools that they need to grow into successful adults, making sure that they are taught truth versus lie, make sure that they are smart and articulate enough to say, I don't believe you, instead of going along with the path. So because of all of that, last weekend was 4th of July. So what did you do? Did you celebrate? Did you have fun? What did you and your family do?
So me and my family, we went to, like, pre-pandemic, if you're in the Bay Area or Santa Clara, the city of Santa Clara, they usually do some events at the park.
Right, Central Park.
Yeah. And they would have like entertainment, music, bands, food trucks.
And at night,
yes,
they did an amazing firework display.
Yes, and they set that all to music. So it was a big deal because everybody loved it. When you have fireworks set to music, it's amazing. It really is. It makes you feel so patriotic and you just are in the moment.
I used to love to take a blanket and put my blanket out, and then when the fireworks start, just lay out and just watch them express above. Yeah. Amazing.
Well, this year, they did not have it at Central Park because they said that there's some work being done.
Right.
So it wouldn't be good. There wasn't enough grass space. So they moved it to Mission College in Santa Clara.
Oh.
So I did not know inside Mission College there's a huge grassy area, massive. And then they also have a massive stage, and that's where they had all the entertainment, all the bands and stuff. So we went there around 4:30. We sat there, we listened to the entertainment, and then they had a bunch of food trucks. So they had probably about, I would say, 7 or 8 food trucks. Which was a good amount of food trucks, and they had good entertainment. Now, we didn't know where the fireworks, we knew it was coming from Great America, but we didn't know which direction. So we got there kind of early, 4:30, because it starts at 4. So we got our little area, sat down and ate food and blah, blah, blah. And as the evening went on, more and more people came. And then around 8:30, 8:45, we realized there's these things like insects. We didn't know what they were. My husband goes, look. He kept like shooing them away. Goes, one landed on your head. I'm like, what is that? And then we kept looking, and there were more and more of them, and we didn't know what they were. My husband thought they were bees or wasps or something, right? But they were like really like, I wouldn't mind if they were just in their area, but they kept landing on my head, and
they were everywhere.
Just everywhere, all over the place. So we said, we got to move. This is not working for us. We didn't know what they were, and we weren't going to stay there to find out.
Exactly.
So we kept telling everyone around us, we're moving because of this, blah, blah, blah. And they go, oh, they're not worried. So they planted. So we said, let's move. So we moved to get a better idea of where the fireworks would be. We tried to find a space, but a lot of it was covered by trees and stuff. So in the end, when the fireworks did come on, which was about 9:45, we ended up just going into the parking lot of Mission College, because you can have a better view there. But had we had stayed in our original location, we wouldn't have seen anything, because it was all the way on the other side. So we ended up...
And they didn't have any signage that said, entertainment here, fireworks here?
No, they didn't tell us where the fireworks were coming from. And then afterwards, I didn't really think the fireworks were that great anyway. They were coming from Great America. So it wasn't set to music, and we couldn't really see it that well unless we went to the parking lot. And then after that, we all got back in the car and tried to get out of the parking lot, and we were stuck there for 1 hour in the parking lot trying to get out. So we said, okay, next time we're not going to stay for the fireworks because they're not that great. We'll just leave right after the entertainment, so we're not stuck with all those people.
We used to always do Great America fireworks. And what we would do is we would make sure that we see the beginning, but the ending, we would be on the road. We never stayed inside the parking, because you're right. It's like an hour, and sometimes
people were honking their horns. We're like, look, we can't go anywhere. So and then there was this police car, and the man said, there's nowhere to go, because we were thinking we could go left. We wanted to go left, and everyone was going right. Well, once you get out there, it's still a traffic jam. There's 300 policemen out there directing everyone, so they've exhausted their resources.
So where did you go? What did you do? Comment below and let us know. My husband had just gotten out of the hospital, so we were like just at home. We watched some movies on Prime. Just a very quiet weekend. where we live, there are people now. There's signs all over the place that says fireworks are illegal.
Yes.
And there were these booms. I mean, it was like
too much.
It lit up the neighborhood. And I'm thinking to myself, how can a police not see or hear all this noise? It was just crazy.
I don't think they do anything because we got home past midnight.
Right.
There was still fireworks. I could hear from my upstairs bedroom still going off at close to 1 o'clock.
Oh yeah, me too. They didn't stop until, like, I kept saying, if you could just stop so I can fall asleep. And every night since, we've had fireworks. So they're not done. I don't know where they bought the fireworks, but they still have fireworks too.
Well, there are. Isn't there some cities in the Bay Area, like Morgan Hill, Gilroy? They're allowed to do fireworks there.
And what people do is they drive to these other areas and they buy the fireworks and they bring them home.
Or even maybe, I don't even know, maybe Amazon might sell them. I haven't even checked.
No, I haven't even checked.
Don't know. Any website, I'm not sure.
So whatever you did, we hope you had a wonderful, safe time, and we look forward to reading your comments.
Yeah.
So, as you know, it is Bachelor Nation time. So, the new Bachelorette, Jen Tran, kicked off her new adventure this week. We wanted to allow it to, get a little bit into it, the he, that is a good he and the not so good he. So we will actually start doing our updates next week. So,
well, I recorded it and forgot to watch it.
Yes, I watched it. I have my own opinions. I'm just going to hold on to them until next week, and then I can just let it go because your girl's got a lot to say.
Okay, we both have a lot to say.
Yes. So one of the things that the two of us did is we watched the documentary I Am Celine, based on the life of Celine Dion. Have you heard about that? Have you watched it? I'm trying to think. I think she was interviewed by Robin Roberts or Deborah Roberts. I mean, Deborah, I know her name's not Rokert, but Al Rokert's wife.
Yes. I don't think it was Robin Robert. I think it was Al Roker's wife, Deborah.
Yeah.
Whatever her name is.
So
Yeah.
Al's wife.
I see her face in my mind.
I know, I can see her too. So they actually had a conversation with her about what's going on in her life, because she's had a residency in Vegas for years, and then all of a sudden she just dropped out of sight and disappeared. And when they did the my brain is saying it was either the Oscars or the Daytime Emmy Awards, but she walked out on stage and people were just so happy to see her. Well, the documentary I Am Celine actually gives some insight. So we both watched it. If you didn't watch it, you can pause us, watch it, and then come back. So we're going to talk about it. What'd you think?
There was really happy moments for me and some very sad moments for this documentary, because I was very happy because I really loved seeing how they showed video of her when she was younger, coming into the industry, all her concerts she had done, and how amazing she was. And I didn't know that she was from Canada because she speaks French. I always thought she was from France.
Well, no, I knew she was Canadian, but I had no idea that she's always been a singer.
Yeah, well, I knew she could speak French.
Right.
Just back when she became famous, because I remember the first time I heard her, she sung this song called The Power of Love.
Right.
But she wasn't the first I kind of got annoyed with that because she was not the first person to sing that. She was not the originator of that song. It was a lady called Jennifer Rush.
Yes.
That sung The Power of Love. But she didn't get much love.
No.
Celine Dion got very big from that. And that's when she skyrocketed. So when she first came out, I had no clue she was from Canada.
Right.
But as time went by, then I knew she was from Quebec and stuff. But her journey has been amazing. Amazing. To know that she started really young.
Right.
And she did a lot of concerts.
Yes.
She's been singing for all her life, basically.
Yes. I mean, even she started out as a child singing for her family. Like at holidays and family get-togethers. the thing for me is I never knew who she was until Peebo Bryson did a duet with her.
Yes, for Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast. And I remember thinking to myself, what an amazing voice this woman has. And I had been a Peebo Bryson fan for years.
Yeah, and me too. I didn't know who she was until that duet they had done.
Right, yeah. So that was my first time. So when I'm watching the documentary and they show her as a young girl singing for her family, that's when I thought, oh my God. You know, because I always felt like Peebo just picked her out of someplace and brought her forward. She had a musical career.
Right.
We all just didn't know anything about it.
Well, we're not in the music industry, so we don't know
Right.
where to choose these people from. So he got her from somewhere.
Exactly.
And her career has just skyrocketed since then. Then she
Yes.
met Renee.
Yes.
And
he was her manager.
Yes.
Later became her husband.
And she had one child with another man, and then
Right.
she had twins with Renee.
Yes.
But sadly, Renee had passed away through cancer. He was struggling with cancer for a while.
Yes.
And it had gone into remission and then came back. And that was the love of her life. She really
Yes.
had a hard time when he passed away.
Yes.
But she has his memories.
Yes.
And the two twins.
And the twins look like him now. I mean, Celine is this big. She is, very, very thin.
Yeah.
And her boys are very curvy. And it's like, wow, they look like dad.
Yes, they do.
So
Yeah.
for her, I'm sure it just warms her heart that she still has a piece of Renee with her because she's seeing it, every day in front of her.
Yes.
I remember also, you know how some people, there used to be a joke in my community that you could take the Yellow Pages and give it to Whitney Houston and she could sing it and you would love it. Irregardless, just open a page and she would just sing. And that's how I felt about Celine Dion and her voice. I mean, it's like she could sing anything.
It just comes so naturally to her. Her voice is so powerful and so strong.
Yes.
But when you hear her singing, you look at her, she doesn't look like she's struggling whatsoever. It
No.
just flows
Effortless.
effortlessly.
Yeah.
So she had her residency in Caesar's Palace.
Right.
She kept stopping and restarting it.
Right.
And then she was going to do another stunt of her,
Right.
her
Another
residency, but
Mhm.
then she had to cancel it.
Right.
And nobody knew why. They didn't
Right.
give us the reason why. And then there was some rumors about her having some health issues. They
Right.
couldn't figure out what it was. And then after a long time not hearing from her, all of a sudden she comes on Instagram
Yes.
and does this announcement
Yes.
that she's so sorry that she has not been seen for a while.
Right.
And she feels that she has to be out there now to let people know that
Right.
she's been working with the doctors and she's been struggling with her health, having muscle spasms, and they couldn't figure out what it was until now, and
Yeah.
they define it, or they call this a disorder stiff person syndrome.
Right.
And through the video, I did not know this, it's very, very rare. It's one in a million people.
1 in a million people
Yeah.
get it. And it was also interesting that she started having the symptoms of the condition in 2008 while she was on the Taking Chance tour. So Taking Chances, she's out there, and she said at one point she opened her mouth and nothing. And so one of the things that she used to do that she never did before, she would have the audience sing to her. And then she would like, woohoo, she
Yes.
would just kind of fake it like, woohoo, and then the audience would sing. And I'm like, oh my God, because I remember at one point, because we were all like, she doesn't normally need people to help her sing.
Right.
You
But
know?
I thought that she was just, because a lot of celebrity stars who sing, they do that. They put the
Yeah.
mic and they make other,
Yes.
just so that they think, they want to know that you know the song.
Yes.
So they try and get you to
Yes.
sing it.
Like Alicia Keys, when she does New York, New York, she'll extend the mic
Yes.
because the New Yorkers, they love her and they love the song and they love Jay-Z. So that was something. So she has been dealing with this since 2008. That is a long time. I mean, that's what, 24 years that she's been, going through this process. And the thing is, she loves to sing. She said that of everything in her life, she must sing. So imagine you can't sing because you can't breathe, how hard that is, but yet you want to sing. So you keep putting yourself out there. You keep extending yourself to sing. So one of the things that she said is her way of showing love is to sing. Singing is a very important part of her life. Very, very important in her life. So for me, I thought the video was very courageous to openly share, because what she did is she had an episode and they recorded the episode and they made it
Well,
a
I think
part.
she had a couple of episodes,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
The really, really bad one was when they had to, give her medication and they had to put the nasal, it was very hard. It was very difficult to watch. Yet I thought it was courageous. It was heartfelt. It was inspiring. If you have a condition and you feel like you're all alone and nobody understands what you're going through, Celine let you see what stiff person syndrome was like for her.
Yes, and for those of you that don't know what stiff person syndrome is, it is, and this is because I didn't really know, I want to know what the term meant because I've never heard of it. It's a rare autoimmune neurological disorder that most commonly causes muscle stiffness and painful spasms that come and go and can worsen over time. Some people experience other symptoms such as unsteadiness, double vision, or slurred speech. And I don't think Celine has but she may have had unsteadiness.
Right.
So that's what it is. And the causes of this are unknown, but researchers suspect that it may be a result of an autoimmune reaction where the body attacks the nerve cells in the central nervous system that controls muscle movement. And it's sad because there is no cure to this.
Right.
You can't get a cure for this.
Right.
They said although no treatment is available, you can actually work with a specialist like she's doing to maintain the symptoms and make it easier to live with.
Yeah.
Now, there was a study done, I found, and there were 20 people with stiff person syndrome. They found 20 people because I know it's very rare that had it.
Right.
And they say that the best thing to do for someone with this disorder is to go gluten-free.
Yes.
That's what they mentioned. And they said out of the 20 people, 12 of the 20 people actually improved with that diet. So they're saying that diet and under specialist care, that it can be maintained and not get worse, and it could improve.
Right.
But I don't think it will ever go. It's not 100% cure.
Right. And there were scenes where they showed her kitchen, and we were laughing because we're like, that's not gluten-free, because there's snacks and things like that. But when you have children in the house,
it's hard to
be as strict as she might need to be. However, I just felt that because of the devastation that she was feeling, for them to say gluten-free will help, that would give her hope. And because that gives her hope, that would just, she would just give up all those crazy snacks if she had to.
Well, she's always been on the slim side.
Absolutely.
And ever since she announced on Instagram, I was shocked because I had not seen her in a while. After she canceled her residency, after seeing her, I was shocked at how much thinner she had.
Yeah.
She had been, and her face showed it a lot because she really looked like she'd lost a ton of weight, her face.
Absolutely.
Some people lose weight at different parts, like the body first, but hers is her face. It shows a lot. So that was hard to see, but I didn't know she was in the middle of making this documentary, and she must have known that she wanted to make it for a long time.
Right.
So I think that it takes a long time to put this together because she had video from way back when.
Yes. I mean, she's young, running across the stage to people, holding the mic out, letting people sing with her. She has been doing this. I mean, she looked as if she was a teenager in some of the scenes.
Yeah,
because she's so young. one of the things that, I always try and find the happy joy place. And one of the things that I saw was her joy place was her closet. It amazes me when someone is a performer like that and they turn on the lights into the closet, and the closet is the size of 2 of your houses.
Oh my goodness.
She had so many outfits
that she'd only worn one time for
and that was her thing. She said that because the outfit reminded her of a special occasion, she never wore the same one. Now, I know performers that you can go and see them in 4 different cities, like Taylor Swift. She wears the same outfits on the concert.
Oh, wow. I did not know
that. I mean, they don't, as you notice, well, when you see Taylor's coming to town, you see her with the certain outfits that we've seen when she was here in the States, when she's in the UK. So that was really interesting that she had a kindred heart to it. But let me tell you something about my girl Celine. Celine loves her some shoes. I have never seen shoe racks that high, and they were cranking. They were cranking because they were moving. So it wasn't just the front that you saw. There were shoes behind the shoes behind the shoes.
But what I did hear her say, and I would not do this,
right?
She would wear them even if they didn't fit her.
Oh yeah, she said as long as they were between a size 6 and a size 9, she would make it work.
She would crunch up her feet.
She
like
would crunch her toes in it, and
I'm not gonna get my feet all
callous. Well, see, that's
kind
of like the running joke. Before Wendy Williams started talking about her big feet, no woman talked about big feet. And now Sunny Hostin on The View, when they're doing, the little special sales items for the
value stuff at the end.
When they do the Oprah or they do the, these are the View values.
Right.
Sunny always picks up the shoe and goes little shoe. Or she'll put her foot in it so that you can see that.
What size is she? I never even realized.
She's like a 10 or 11.
Oh,
just like Wendy, a 10 or 11. But the thing was, I thought that was crazy because I'm like, you're Celine Dion. All you have to do is say, I need a size 9. But she said even if it was a 6, she would crunch her feet into it and she would make it work. She goes, as long as it's between a 6 to a 9, we got it.
That's a huge range, I'm telling you.
That's a lot of pain.
I'm size 7, right?
Yes.
I cannot be wearing a 9. That means my feet will be slipping and sliding all over the place.
Yes.
And I cannot be wearing a size 5 because at the end of the day, my feet will be gone. Yeah. I have such awfully crippled feet that wouldn't work for me.
I was really, really surprised that the 2 ahas for me was she loves shoes because I've seen regular size closets with shoes. Even Kim Kardashian's closet with shoes was nothing. Cannot compare to
but
Celine.
I don't know if it was more than Imelda Marcos, because Imelda Marcos had shoes for every day of the year.
That's right. She never wore the same pair.
Yeah.
So it was just, there was a little bit of joy because it was just so devastating to see her in pain. So devastating to have the realization that as of right now, other than the holistic people that were supporting her, there is no one that can help her. So our thoughts and prayers are with her. We hope and pray that there will be a solution found, something that will at least ease the pain, because deep, I tell you, Celine's mission in life is to perform again.
She is one of a kind, and you'll never get anyone like her.
Yeah.
When she was I'll tell you one thing. When she was at Caesar's Palace, I said, Oprah's show was still running then, and before she had her residency, Oprah interviewed her. She did an hour long with Celine.
Right.
She went backstage. She went to a house in Vegas. This is how I'm going to prep for it, blah, blah, blah. That's when I knew I had to go and see Celine Dion sing.
Right.
I actually joined her fan club just so I can get notification when I can get the best seats.
Right.
And the VIP seats.
Yes.
And back then, I paid for me and my husband per ticket $125.
Yeah, we could blow your mind with some ticket prices. I think I paid $49.95 to see Elton John at the Oakland Coliseum. I've been looking because, things like that I always try and keep. I'm looking for my tickets, and when I find them, we're going to post them.
I don't remember my tickets, but I do remember when I joined
because
her
now
fan
they
club.
don't get tickets.
It's all on
the phone.
there. It's all on e-ticket. You
I
just
don't-
scan the barcode.
No, I would not want that. I want a ticket because
Yeah.
that's your souvenir.
I should have kept the ticket, but I do know that she sent me a bunch of, well, not her, but her
the
fan
friend.
club sent me a
Right.
bunch of swag.
Yes.
Sent me like this thing I could put on my fridge, a magnet, like a to-do list kind of thing with Celine's face and everything,
Aww.
and a pen to go with it, dry erase pen, and different, just
Nice.
just fan stuff.
Yes.
You know, just like tchotchkes of Celine Dion.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
our thoughts and prayers are with you to just continue to recover and continue to live the best life that you can live, because you're an amazing woman to want to just keep moving
But
forward.
it's very hard because she did
Yes.
have very sad moments.
Yes.
She did, because this
This
disorder
condition, yeah.
just comes whenever. You have
Yeah.
the one thing that I will say is that I've been doing some research on this, and they say that it could be triggered from stress.
Mm-hmm.
So she must have had, I think she did, and she still does have a lot of stress because of when her husband passed away. That was
Right.
big time stress.
Right.
But I know that singing is not stressful to her. So it
No,
can't be the
that's her
singing.
joy.
Yeah, that's her joy.
And that's why when she, like one of the examples was, okay, when you sing, the more you sing, you get tired. Your voice gets tired. Your voice gets deeper and deeper. With this condition, when she gets tired, her voice gets lighter and lighter. And when you are hitting a pitch and the pitch is low and you come out, you crack.
I couldn't recognize her when she was singing because it didn't sound like the Celine we know.
No, because her voice cracks. And that, for someone who loves to sing, hurts. So we're going to hold you in high, high spirits for a recovery that will allow you to have the rebirth of your career so that you can sing. We
Yes.
miss you, we love you, and we support your recovery.
And I'm really hoping that one day you'll be able to get back and perform on stage.
Yes.
The love of your life is your voice and
Yes.
singing.
Yes, and we want you to be able to share it again like you used to. So, as we told you last week, the weather here in Northern California has been crazy, crazy, crazy. We have been in, like 5 days straight of triple digits. Then we had like a little dump of cooling off in the 90s, the mid to high 90s at
Like
that.
5 degrees cooler.
Yeah, not enough to write home and say woohoo yet. We're working on it. And then in further north than us, like Sacramento, my sister, even today, it's going to be 108. I mean, it's like every day they have had triple digit weather. And then LA, I was talking to one of my girls in LA and she's like, it's so hot, I'm miserable. They have had triple digits.
Oh, wow.
So, and you say to us, what's the big thing? Okay, the big thing is that a lot of places here do not have air conditioning. Do you know San Francisco does not have air conditioning in the hotels? Those high-end hotels have no air
Well, they've
conditioning.
never needed it.
No, you just open the window because the fog is always there. Like top of the Mart. I mean, I remember when I stayed there and I thought,
Oh, Russian Hill?
I was
Yeah.
like, there's no air conditioning. And my husband, he's like, all we've got to do is open the window. And you
'Cause it
open
can
the
get
window.
windy there.
Yeah, and you open the window and the fog. I mean, we opened it and closed it. It was just to air the room a little bit. So that's what the problem is, because when people are coming and they're paying good money, they want to be comfortable.
Yes.
So that is something for us. We also are experiencing wildfires again because it's hot. We're experiencing wildfires because people are being cuckoo and shooting off fireworks in, very dry areas, dry condition. So please, let the professionals do the fireworks and you enjoy them. Don't you set them off and cause a fire, because that's really, really devastating. They've shown some people where they've lost everything. I mean, everything. And we just want to let them know that I know it's hard in the present moment, but you're still alive. You can rebuy the stuff. The most important thing is for you and your family and your friends to be safe. So Jamaica was getting plummeted by Hurricane Beryl. And everybody was like, Jamaica's just going through it. They're having some, issues with that. They're having missing persons issues. And so all of this is going on. Well, those winds, which this is very unusual, came from Jamaica and up into the Gulf to Texas. Texas got slammed, not only with hurricane wind and rain, tornadoes. I was talking to a friend of mine, and tornadoes, typically what they do is the funnel is spinning and it goes down and it bounces. And a bounce could be 5-10 miles. It's not like side by side. She said that the bounces are very close together. She said that the funnel and the wind is just, she's like, she's never, born and raised in Texas, she's never seen weather like this before. And I know there are politicians who will tell you, oh, it's just weather. No, it's not. This is way, way beyond just weather. In Texas, now Texas is hot and muggy. And what I mean by that is humidity. So say it's like here, it's 102, but it's a dry heat. We're hot, but we're not like just melting. In Texas, it's 102, plus the humidity is 96 or higher. So it feels like you're just melting on the outside, melting on the inside. It is just so hot and uncomfortable. So to make that situation even worse, because of the weather, the hurricanes, the tornadoes, and all the rain, the flooding. I mean, getting a year's worth of rain overnight. It's, cars are just swimming with nobody in them because the people get out of them and the cars just swim down the road. So one of the things that they've been, trying to figure out is how to help the citizens, because with all this, they have loss of power. So they're trying to get the power back on, and they're trying to get air conditioning for the people. People are not being, very compassionate. So the power companies are making the decision to do seniors first. You're a young person. You can go outside and take a water hose and cool off. A senior citizen can't do that. So if there are seniors in your neighborhood, just check on them and make sure they're okay. Go buy a bag of ice and just say, I was thinking about you and here's some ice, because they can take the ice and put it with the water and just cool themselves down. An old-fashioned trick that we learned, in the South, they sell swamp coolers. And that's a device that you put water in and then it blows air. So even though the air coming into it is hot, going across the water, it cools it down. Right. So here in California, I started telling my family and friends, I said, remember the swamp coolers. So what we did is you take an ice chest, if you can find block ice, because block ice doesn't melt as fast as just regular crunched ice. Put it in your ice chest. Take a fan, even a cheap $25, which used to be $10, a $25 fan from Walmart. Set it in front of it and let the air blow across the ice. It'll be like you have an air conditioner. Wow. And it feels just as good, and you're only using the power of a single fan.
Well, I don't know where we'll get the block ice, because the only places I know you can buy block ice are those places that do ice carving, sculptures.
You can get block ice at Smart and Final.
Well, that's dry ice.
Right.
Oh, you're talking about dry ice?
Well, no, the Smart and Final, they have block ice, and then they have crunched ice. But yeah,
I've gotten dry ice there.
Yeah.
Before.
And I don't even know if you could even use it with dry ice. That's a good question.
But our Smart and Final closed down. Near us, so we don't have it anymore.
So sad. But even if the ice melts, the water will still be cooler, and you'll still get that cool breeze.
Okay.
So in a pinch, I know some people told me that they're like, I don't have time for that. They put their feet inside of the dry ice. So there's all kinds of things that you can do to just be cool, and try and support the people of your community and help them be cool, because like today is hot. Tomorrow's supposed to be the hottest day of the week. Then we're supposed to have a little bit of cooling in the 90s, and this is supposed to last until next Wednesday or Thursday.
Okay.
So it's something that's just not going away.
I'm just kind of getting used to it.
I know. We all are. And please be kind. I know you're hot, but it's not that person's fault that you're hot. So try not to take it out on anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? All right. Well, thank you very much for allowing us to, do another one of our chats. And now we get to share a little bit with you about us. So my name's Gloria Webb Williams. My company is Ancient Stones Nurture Natural. I'm an all-natural mineral makeup girl right here in Santa Clara, California. This is actually my studio. I got a purple thing. You love my purple walls? I love it. So, because we were talking about sun and heat, my makeup tip is when you're in blazing sun, don't do a full face of makeup. I'm trying to think of what my niece, she calls it, when you beat your face. That's when you have, concealer, foundation, blush, eyes, contouring, all of that. Well, that all creates different layers, and those layers prevent your skin from breathing. So she's like, you have two results. Either you're just so hot you just want to just rub it all off, or number two, it just starts to melt off. So you don't want your face melting off. You don't want to be embarrassed while you're out and about doing things. So one of the things that you can do is keep your makeup light. So in this heat, I would say just put on a little bronzer. I have a product called Super Soft Focus Bronzer or Soft Focus Bronzer. It has a little light glow in it, but it has a natural sun protection built into it. And what that does is you don't look dead, you don't look all washed out, but you don't have a lot of makeup on at the same time. And of course, my ancient elixir, it's like air conditioning in a bottle. You spray it and it just cools you down. I have ladies who've told me, oh my God, I love the elixir during the heat wave because it just calms them down. The elixir is very good for setting the makeup that you do wear and keeping it on your face. So keep it light, keep it natural. There are actually studies being discussed right now that a mineral-based sun product is far better than your traditional sunscreens. So just kind of keep that in mind.
And also, did you know that Hawaii have banned a lot of sunscreens unless they're mineral?
Yes, because when they get in the ocean, that comes off and it's making the animals sick, the fishies. So we don't want to do anything to hurt the fishies.
No, we don't.
Yes. And we don't want to do anything to hurt Hawaii because it's just beautiful, baby. Beautiful. Gloria Webb Williams, Ancient Stones Nurturing Natural.
Thank you, Gloria. And it's my turn. I'm Rosetta Chow, certified health coach, educator, and speaker. And when I'm speaking, I'm educating. But today I want to talk about something that is not, well, it could be healthy, but I want to talk about what I'm doing as a hobby. And what that is I'm making body scrubs and earrings. And I actually do vendor events where I sell them, and all the proceeds go to the UCSF Benioff Children's Hospitals.
Yes.
Hospital of the Children. It's called, let me get this right, it's called Benioff Children's Hospitals, Children Hospital Oakland.
Yes.
So that's what the name is. It's not called Oakland's Children's Hospital, so I have to get it right.
Right.
So all my proceeds are going back to them, and I'm doing a lot of events. And if you're watching and you're in the Bay Area, tomorrow right here in Santa Clara, there's going to be a pop-up where Gloria is going to be offering her amazing mineral makeups.
Yes.
And I'm going to be selling my body scrubs and my earrings.
Yes, and they're beautiful earrings, and ding, 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 because of the beads that she used, you will be purchasing one of a kind. So you know how you buy something and you put it on your body and you walk out somewhere and somebody else has it on? That won't happen
You
with
will not
her earrings.
get two pairs of earrings that look exactly the same.
There you go.
They're all unique.
Yes.
So come on down and we'll put the address down below. It's tomorrow. What's the date tomorrow?
Tomorrow
is the 13th. No,
yes.
the 11th.
Yes,
Tomorrow
the
is the 11th from 3:30 to 6:30.
Yes.
come on down. We're going to
Yes.
put the address in the comments below.
Yes, and it's 3310 Woodward Avenue, Santa Clara, California, 95054.
Yep. Very good. Thank you.
Yes.
So Rosetta Chow talked about something different, but I'm your certified health coach and your health matters.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for hanging out with us for a little bit. We appreciate it. We know that your time is very, very valuable, and we want to always bring you insightful information. If there's something that's a burning thought, a burning issue in your mind, please comment and let us know. You know, hey girls, we'd love for you to find out more information about this, talk about that. We would love to do that for you. So we want you to know that we are grateful and we feel the love that you send to us as you watch our videos. And we send that love right back to you all, rolling over, bubbling over. And we just thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes, we do. Thank you for that, Gloria. And for everyone, don't forget, I'm sure you enjoyed our video. So hit the thumb icon, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell notification. Thank you. We are Silicon Valley Girls Chat Over Tea.
And remember to always keep smiling.
Take care.
Bye.